And we're live. All righty. Hopefully we're live. All right, it seems like people are starting to trickle in here. If anyone is here and they can hear me, leave a message in the chat. Right now I don't see anything in the chat, so maybe I'm just completely looking at this right. Oh, live chat. There we go. Hey, there we go. Had already mixed up. Hello, everyone. All right, there we go. 150 people here. All right, 40 seconds in. I tried to promote this the best way I could. I realized when I recorded the last video that I really didn't do a good job of kind of promoting this. So I just decided to throw something up on Facebook and Instagram, as well as on the last video I did post a comment. So I tried. I don't really think ahead. I'm not really good at planning. If anyone here knows me, I'm not a very good planner because the one thing with me is I don't like canceling plans. If I make plans, I don't want to change them. So I really just never make plans. That's kind of my whole resolution. Caddy asked, do I ever find Kirby vacuums in the trash? I don't even remember the last time I've seen a Kirby vacuum. That does seem familiar for some reason. I don't know why Kirby seems like a familiar brand. Uh-oh, Giggy from Farmville, Virginia. That's the town that my college is from. If you guys don't know, I went to Longwood University, so that's my alma mater. My roommate actually went to Fuqua, so I don't know if you are by there. Lynchburg as well. Constance from Lynchburg. You have, I believe now it's the University of Lynchburg. There's also a couple other schools in that area, Lynchburg or Liberty University. Caroline, $2 donation. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, Caroline. Iowa's in the chat. Stuart from UK. Sherry, thank you. Give our boy a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Jeff as well, Las Vegas. Judy from Missouri. Murphy, North Carolina in the house. DJ Trish. Thank you for my moderators as well. Did I play baseball in college? Yes, I did. Steve and Steph, welcome. They have been putting out great content recently. I can appreciate your growth on your channel. It's really amazing. Don't realize, I realize that, you guys are doing very, very well. So that's excellent. I've seen one from Phillipsburg, home of where Salsa's vet is. Did a record player you found work? All right, so yeah, a while back I found a record player and a stereo. That stereo was actually worth a lot of money. I have not done anything with that. That is in my garage. Karen, thank you. $15 super chat. Awesome. Thank you, Karen, for you and Salsa. Thank you. That record player, I don't even remember what happened to that record player. I know the stereo is worth money. Deanne, $1 super donation. Thank you. I appreciate it. Lisa, received my Taco Stack t-shirt the other day. Thank you. Hopefully you enjoy it. I will be ordering more sizes shortly. I don't know about a different style. I did want to do a different style because I know a lot of people want to purchase something new, and I haven't really figured out something. I kind of want to do like another design with the same logo, but it was kind of like, what color do you choose? It's choosing colors on shirts are weird. If you guys can, please hit the like button. I'd greatly appreciate it. We're up to 298 people here in the chat. Police chaplain, hello. Sacramento also. Shelby is an American in Ireland. Awesome, awesome. Josh, thank you for the great videos. Comment. Christian says, Taco Stacks, I miss your old van. I don't miss my old van. That thing gave me, so the thing, like, ever since I got a new van, like, I have lost all my anxiety. There were so many issues with that other van. And, like, I would drive and go garbage picking, and I would not know if the brakes would lock up and I'd crash into someone, or the vehicle would just shut down on me and I'll call AAA and it'll take like 3 hours for them to show up. So eliminating all that, I think it was a great van, but if you have a vehicle that the brakes don't work and the vehicle just shuts off, it's probably not the best mode of transportation. Thank you, my Azik. Appreciate the compliment. Debbie, love my t-shirt, very comfy. Awesome. So yes, I did want to show you guys because I got a lot of compliments on my dumpster diving video the other day. This was what I found. This was like the best piece. And I want to know if anyone out there who might be in antiques knows anything more about this. Now, the one thing that's really tricky with this is it's not a painting. All right? I know a lot of people left comments saying it's like $100, $150 painting. This is just a picture. It's not even a print. This back is like a piece of cardboard. Princess, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. What's your eBay seller account? I will get that shortly. But yeah, if anyone has any idea on what the thing is with this, if you guys can, oh, you know what? It looks like it's painted on, or it's on cloth. It's early 1900s, Ernest says. Ernest, what's going on, Ernie? It's not the Ernest from the flea market, my buddy Ernest. But yeah, I don't know much about this because it looks like it's like a reproduction. Like, I don't know, the frame, like on camera, this frame looks really, really nice. It doesn't look old in person, but it is real wood. So if anyone turn a century photo, that's what I'm getting at. Folk art. Hand tinted on the cardboard. Blue Bus Dave, also in the house, makes great videos as well. I know he goes to Lambertville. I'm trying to get to Lambertville once this year. This is definitely like a Lambertville piece. This is not a flea market piece by me. It's pretty bad at my flea market. Like, this is something you put out, somebody be like, "Who is that?" I'll give you $2. And it's like, nah, it's worth a lot more than $2. But I just thought it was interesting. It did have glass on it, as you guys might remember. It did break when I went dumpster diving. I didn't jump in that dumpster. It was icy. It was snowing. Obviously, I broke the glass on this. I was by myself, which is like a key thing, and it's also illegal to trash pick in that town. So I have a lot of different things going against me that day. I don't mind jumping in a dumpster, but you got to kind of take the circumstances as they are. It'd be really, really bad if I broke an ankle, fell on glass while on ice. I was by myself in a town that it was legal to garbage pick. But maybe we'll do that again in a future day. So yes, I got a question about my eBay account. I don't really go off my eBay account. Now, there's a lot of reasons why I wouldn't want to. Kind of just like the pros and cons of the eBay account question is, like, if I publicly talk about my eBay account, I think a lot of the videos will kind of drift towards how can I put more items up on eBay. Michelle, thank you for the donation. Greatly appreciate it. I think a lot of my videos would drift towards like how many more items can I put on eBay. And it won't necessarily be about the treasure hunt as much about how can I find things that you guys are interested in that you guys want to buy. And things like garbage picking, which take an extremely long time to do. Things like storage auctions, which take an extremely long time to do. All to pick up $20 in scrap metal, all to find like maybe $50 or $100 in inventory. It would be much more difficult to continue to do that video if it's more rewarding by just showing you guys like other things, like things I find at thrift stores and auctions. And the reason why I say that is because I've seen a lot of other YouTubers do that same exact strategy. They'll find something that works really well for them, and they'll get away from the content that everyone enjoys. So that's why I don't really talk about my eBay stores, because I don't want to go down that path. There's also, I think, the cons. Jay, $20 super chat. Thank you, Jay. Awesome. Great, man. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. So the thing with also the con that I think everyone can see is like the trolling aspect. The thing with eBay is that if you get a negative on eBay, you're kind of screwed for the next 12 months. Connie, thank you for the super chat as well. Awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I think if you get a negative on eBay, it can be very detrimental towards your business. I also only have like 25 items on eBay. Like, I'm not a big eBay guy. But just seeing how like the internet works, it wouldn't be very fun to get a negative on eBay. On Etsy, it's kind of a different story. You can get like 10 one-star reviews on Etsy, and it's not going to affect you. But eBay is a different story, so that's kind of why I don't want to like promote it. I think the only pro out of it would definitely be I'd make more sales. Another con is like, so if you guys take Tracy, thank you for the super chat, greatly appreciate it. If you guys think about it, Gary, thank you for the super chat. Awesome. Enjoy the trash picking videos. Thank you, Gary. If you guys think about like the last storage locker video. So last storage locker video I did, I found a bunch of Legos. I got probably 5 to 7 letters within the next 5 days about people who wanted to buy that stuff. And I probably get a message every single day if not around 20 to 25 within the first week about people who want to buy it. And I'm someone who's pretty honest. I'm someone who would kind of give it to the first person who asked, who offered it. But I was getting offers of like $10, $5, and then somebody down the road offered me $50, and it was like, who do I really choose? And then how do I choose someone? Do I choose the first person? Do I choose the person who wants to negotiate? So I really don't want to pick preferences. At the flea market, it's kind of different. Like if you were to come up and I would say, oh, give me $1 for that, and someone comes along and says, hey, I'll give you $3 for that, I'm selling it to the person who offered me $1 or who I said I'd sell it to you for $1. I'm not going to cancel the sale and sell it to the guy for $3. But when you're dealing with 50 to 100 messages within a couple of days, it's very, very, very difficult. And I just don't want to make that, that decision of, hey, this person deserves it more than that person. That's why I don't make private sales. I know a lot of people do contact me about things. I don't make private sales because I feel like it would be very, very unfair to the other people. So, Maureen says it's called an oilet portrait print on cloth. You know what? I think you're right. I think that is cloth. That is cloth. It's like a very, very hardened cloth. If I'm right, like if it's supposed to be a hardened cloth, let me know. I thought it was paper, but it's definitely cloth back there. If you guys, you guys can kind of see there's like a white trim. I'm not really an expert in it, but it's cool. Ann says, hey, Taco Stacks, thanks for all the constant videos. You're welcome. I enjoy making them. Swivelhead, keep up the good work. Inspiring, brother. Awesome. Thank you. My 6-year-old daughter says hi from the hillbilly hipster in Michigan. Thrifty Treasure says, I can't believe somebody would throw that away. I can't believe it either. But, actually even crazier is you guys are going to see in a couple days. Somebody did a clean out by me, and they threw away so much stuff, and I got to it too late. I got to it 14 hours after they made the post. And I know I missed great stuff, but I will show you a little sneak peek here. This will probably be released on Wednesday. Sounds like a little jingle. This is a metal tin cigar case, I believe. It's like I want to do this, but you guys might hear a little jingle. There's actually old 22 cartridges in here, as well as the old ammo boxes. Probably I'd say from like the 60s or 70s. And they're in pretty good shape. I was looking one up, and I think it was going for like 30 or 35 bucks, obviously empty. Very, very shocked people will throw this stuff out. But I mean, if you're doing a house clean out, I guess you got to get rid of everything. Beverly could use a PA school bus plate. I've never seen a school bus plate. So I guess, yeah, I would. I don't think I have one. Anita, how's Salsa? Salsa's doing well. Salsa right now is actually taking a nap. My brother and his girlfriend came over. Storage Auction Pirate. Much love as always, Taco. Really enjoy your hustle. I was watching some of his videos today. Awesome channel. If you guys are interested in storage auctions, he does it like me. He shows it the real way. You're going to have winners. You're going to have losers. He shows the real deal. Nothing staged. I love that. Check him out if you guys want to. That's something I love about YouTube. Is like some people aren't for entertainment. Some people just show you the real deal. And that's what I try doing. Storage Auction Pirate as well. Crazy old hippie lady in the Bible Belt. You're great. $20 super chat. Awesome. Thank you. That is awesome. Thank you. Makes me smile. You guys are great. You guys are great. Hey, Taco, did you go to Longwood? Matthew asked. Yes, I did. I graduated in 2013. Yeah. Gene from Texas. Hello. Jessica, bought my first storage unit 2 weeks ago. Made a killing so far. Awesome. Yeah, storage lockers are very fun. I was at a storage auction. That video will come out tomorrow. So my storage auction video will come out tomorrow. My clean out will probably come out Tuesday, and my garbage picking will come out Wednesday. I was just at a storage locker. Prices were going bananas. I mean, there was literally like a bunch of couches. You might see this in one frame. I think I got a clip of it. A bunch of couches, a couple bins, and then there was 2 open boxes of like action figures, like the blaster packs or the rack packs, probably from like the early 2000s. And there's maybe like 8 figures there, and the locker went for like $900. I mean, there's 3 couches there, a bunch of mattresses. There's only 4 bins. I don't know what you could have. I mean, if there was 4 more bins of that, you probably have like $20 worth of stuff. And then you have 4 couches. So, I mean, bananas through the roof. I don't get this. Sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Jay, hey, Taco Stacks from Lynchburg, Virginia. Awesome. Lynchburg is a pretty nice town. I actually got my, when I was in college, I got my mini fridge from, I think, Target in Lynchburg. Drove all the way out there because my Walmart didn't have it. I know it's random. Rusted Raccoon, great channel. First time I caught you live. Thank you for the super chat. Patricia, do you still go to Auction Life flea market sales? Right now, he does a lot of the tailgate auctions, but it's not going on too much right now. I know they had an indoor one. It kind of fell on an awkward day, so I couldn't head out to that. But I'm planning on going to, if Les has the tailgate auctions, I know he works with Les, I plan on going to it. I did actually I ran into Auction Life at the store's locker, and I asked him if he can change my windshield wiper, so I gave him that Durango sweatshirt because he has a Durango, and we probably messed around with it for about 40 minutes. And the funny thing is, some young couple, I don't know how old they were or what they were, they came up, they were working on their car, they're changing like the antifreeze or something, they're adding antifreeze, and we asked him if he knew how to change a windshield wiper, and he came over and actually changed the windshield wiper for us. And then the lady asked, hey, aren't you from YouTube? So they might be watching the camera right now. I know they're from Quakertown. And she recognized me from YouTube. I think she called me like Taco Snacks or something. So she knew who I was. But it was great because like they were definitely like kind of around my age. And he changed on my windshield wiper probably in 20 seconds in Auction Life. And I struggled for about 30 minutes. It was pretty pitiful, but yeah. I know I had a couple people also message me about my headlight being out. He also said my headlight was out, and it was one of those kind of things where you have to take off like the whole front to take out the headlight. So I think I'm going to just get that done elsewhere because that looks like a pain. Love your top. Thank you. Yes, DuckTales. Pat Dees, thank you. Your North neighbor. Awesome. Appreciate the super chat. Greatly appreciate. Gemini Thrifts. Hello. How you doing? I told you that. Yeah, she told me that. Gemini Thrifts also told me that. She was actually the first. She messaged me before I even put out the video. I don't even know how. She saw me in public. That was weird. Taco, does the bin man ever get annoyed at you? I think it'd be the trash guy. The trash guys don't really mess around with me. I would say ever since Tony sent me that vest, I'm someone who just doesn't like being known in public. I'm very introverted, so it like really makes me stick out. But I think a lot of people like are less hesitant to like acknowledge me because I'm wearing it. I look more official, and also it does make me feel a lot safer out there. I think everyone sees me rather than just wearing like a black sweatshirt or a red sweatshirt out there. If I have something like this jacket, focus just went all crazy. There we go. If I have something like this jacket on, I think people can see me. But if I'm wearing like a black sweatshirt, it's kind of tough. Andrea, hello. First time watching you live. Great shirt. I do love this DuckTales sweatshirt. It's like a little stretched out here, but it'll do. And if you guys are wondering why I'm wearing a hat, I still have hair. It is so unbelievably cold today. And it's getting cold tonight. And I realized some people are saying there's an echo in this room when I film in here, so this is my kitchen. It's because of the high ceilings. There's no low ceiling, so the heat just keeps going up. And also the flooring in this house, especially in the kitchen, doesn't have anything below the flooring. It's plywood. So there's no insulation between the ground and the floor. Just plywood and flooring. Part out. I started a channel parting out cars. Is there any year tag you're looking for? I can get vintage North Carolina tags pretty much any year if you'd like. Whoa, I do like the sound of that. I don't know if I have any vintage North Carolina. I don't even know which ones. I have so little vintage license plates. I think I have Arizona, like an Arizona and like Sun Devil Red, if that's even a color. But in terms of like vintage North Carolina, I don't know which ones I have. I feel like I have so few that it'd be like the odds of not having one would probably be very, very great. Hi from Alabama. I've got to send you an Auburn shirt. Thank you. War Eagle, roll tide. Did you receive your YouTube 100,000 subscriber plaque? Yes, I did. And they actually changed it. So I got it last year and they actually changed it. I'm not a huge fan of the new style. It's more modern, but I got it. It's pretty nice. I expected it to be a little bit bigger. It's like literally like an 8x10. So it actually hangs in my bedroom. Right when I walk in, there's like this really odd shaped like square box. And it's like goes perfect right in the middle. But I did receive it. I received it probably, I think, like 5 weeks or 6 weeks after you hit 100,000 is when you receive it. So how cold it is? How cold is it in your house? I think my house is set at 60 degrees. I'm pretty cheap. When I first started doing reselling, I was extremely frugal. And I think if anyone out there who wants to do Real Talk, $2 donation, thank you. Appreciate Real Talk. Greatly appreciate it. I would say if anyone out there is trying to get in reselling and definitely trying to make it work, you're going to have to really cut a lot of corners. I cut corners in ways like I would eat 2 meals a day rather than 3. I would keep my house at 55 degrees in the winter. It would eliminate like $2,000 in heating costs, but it would be freezing. I'd wear 3 sweatshirts to bed. There was a lot of things that I cut corners. I pretty much only went out once a day if I had to. I would ship out items 3 times a week. And I think once you kind of build credibility and build a platform, it kind of becomes a lot easier. But it's tough. Do you have a license plate from Armenia? I do not. That is one location I do not have one. No, Reseller King. No wonder you wear sweatshirts. Yes, I do wear a lot of sweatshirts. I usually wear a sweatshirt or 2 under a jacket. You can use that heater you found. Yes. So the one thing is so I'm actually the guy who runs the pizza shop by me, who I get pizza from. His mom actually found my channel, and he follows me as well. He watches from time to time. So he wants tools whenever I come across tools, and we kind of just like barter a little bit. Like I'll throw him, a box of wrenches or something, and he'll throw me slices, pizza for a week. It's kind of good. So I'm giving him that propane heater that I found in that one storage locker video that, you just like plug and play, you put a propane tank in it. He wants that. So I got to give him that. But the kerosene heater, the problem with the kerosene heaters is they kind of put like a weird cloud and weird film in your house. So you probably wouldn't want to kind of, store that in your house. That's something I know I definitely wouldn't do. I know people down the road, they were renovating a house and they put one of those kerosene heaters in their house, and the whole ceiling had a cloud, like a film, and they went to clean it and it just smeared everywhere. It was terrible. They had to repaint the whole house because of that kerosene heater. So be very, very careful with that. We're up to 658 people in the chat. Thank you. 244 likes. Bargain Barons. Thanks, Taco, for your support for our channel. Yes, check them out as well. They do a lot of fun estate sales, antiquing, antique photos. It's, yeah. It's a big problem with those heaters. Yeah, it's very difficult with those heaters. I love secondhand stuff. Do not need new works just as well, Beth says. Yes, exactly. I like secondhand stuff. I like the originality of stuff and creativity of stuff. It's, I think if you go to a mall, you can definitely get whatever color shirt you want and whatever font. But when you go across like the thrift store and you get a shirt, it's like no one else is going to have that shirt. And it's about 1/20th of the price. So that's why I like it. Reseller King, we don't need a GoFundMe page for Taco Stacks heat. I got a cover. I got heat actually delivered yesterday. Times have gotten a little bit better on my half. I mean, I've been doing this for quite some time now, so I've kind of got out the frugal stage. It was brutal that first 2 years, though. It definitely was. It was tough. What does your brother say about your thrifting? My brother's not a huge fan of going to thrift stores. He does like secondhand stuff and original and art and all that stuff, but he's not a huge thrift guy. My mom on our half is a huge thrift guy, and a lot of the people I talk to are kind of hit or miss with that in terms of thrifting. What's my degree? My degree is in business management with a concentration, or business administration with a concentration in management. How long have I been picking? I've been picking for quite some time now. Patricia, thank you for the super chat. Awesome. Thank you. Will I ever have other people in my videos? Yes, I'll try to have other people in my videos. It's very tough to have other people. Like I said, I'm very introverted, so I don't really like to bring out my camera in places. And it's kind of awkward at times to really say like, hey, can we film something? But I will try to get some other people on camera. I want to get Jay on camera from the thrift stores. I know he's a big fan of the channel as well. He watches me and a couple other local YouTubers. Real talk. You live in Pittsburgh. I love the Steelers. We need to hook up. I would love to get some shirts from Walmart. I'll pay you whatever. I don't live in Pittsburgh. Unfortunately, I live on the northeast side of Pennsylvania. I greatly appreciate the super chat, but I don't live in Pittsburgh. I live north of Philadelphia, so it's about 5 hours. It's pretty far. I did play baseball at one time in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, and that was pretty far. Sharon, awesome. Greatly appreciate the super chat. Sharon, thank you. That is awesome. You guys are amazing. Girls and guys, greatly. I appreciate it. Can we get a Taco Stacks hat on Etsy? Yes, I ordered more hats and beanies probably 2 weeks ago, and I think it takes 2 weeks to be delivered. So it should be here this week. I haven't got a confirmation message, but we will see. It might show up. KA, thank you for the super chat as well. $2 super chat. Awesome. Do I know Coach Hiller from up our way? I don't know Coach Hiller. I don't know. Is that the East Stroudsburg coach possibly, or Lafayette College? I don't know. I know there was a coach over here. If I went to the high school here, I think he's now coaching at East Stroudsburg University, which might have won the Division II a couple years ago. I know Westchester did. I dab a little bit on there, Reseller King. I dab a little bit on there. Did my mom teach me all the thriftiness? My mom has taught me a lot of things. My parents definitely treated me well and definitely taught me a lot of ways of life. So I thank them both very much. My mom is definitely a big thrifter. She's been coming out. So usually when I go thrifting every 2 weeks, she'll come as well, and she does her own thing. So she'll come and visit. Do I get any help from anyone to help organize my garage? I need to organize my garage. It's getting pretty bad. Nicole asked, have I lived anywhere besides Pennsylvania? I lived in New York City when I grew up, and then I went to college in Virginia. Thrifty Treasures, I'm sure your son will definitely think of you that way. I think as long as you treat your kids right, they'll love you as well. Pamela, hello. Get my mom hooked up with a YouTube channel. She is very busy. I don't know if she can really do a YouTube channel. It's a lot of work. It's a huge learning curve. That's the one thing with the YouTube is it's a huge learning curve. I know I have a couple other friends who are trying to get into YouTube right now. Paper and Moose, she's getting into it. Auction Life is. I think Gemini as well is trying to get into it. There it is, Gemini Thrifts. She's trying to get into it as well. So, Haley, hello. How are you? So there's a lot of people who I know are trying to get into it, and they're definitely learning that. It's a huge learning curve. You have to learn how to edit, film, what not to say, what to possibly say, how to deal with certain situations. There's a lot going on with YouTube. Do you ever find leather in the trash and furniture, etc.? I don't know what you mean by leather. I don't really find much leather items out. I try also stay away from leather clothing. It seems to be like something that I think a lot of people talk about like it's worth money, and I just can't sell it. I just can't sell it. So who knows? So yeah, I did want to talk about my one eBay item that I sold. I actually had it on my phone, and it literally just went away. I have about 350 photos of salsa, so now I gotta go all the way back. Probably shouldn't be too long. It might be a little bit longer than I thought. No, I think we're almost here. All right. So this is from 2015. You guys might be able to see that item. Kind of looks like a baseball bat, a wooden baseball bat. So here's the trick here with the baseball bat. So when I first started doing flea markets, I used to go in a Jeep Liberty, and I had this one guy who would always buy baseball bats, always buy wood baseball bats, and they had to be adult league sized. And I want to take a drink of water here because this might be a long story. All right. So he always bought adult league baseball bats. And so I used to pick them up cheap, whatever I get him for like a quarter or 50 cents. I'd sell it to him for like $3, and he'd buy anyone. So I found a stack of baseball bats at my local auction I go to every week. And it was outside, it was raining. No one had time to search anything, which is like a huge thing at auctions. Like if people could sit there and type stuff out on their phone, you're pretty much screwed. Because if somebody has some sort of idea about something that you're interested in, you might as well forget it. You're paying pretty much eBay price because everyone just loses their mind. So this was like towards the end. This is back when they used to sell stuff for $2. So there was a stack of baseball bats sitting there at the auction. He was at $2. I asked him, do the bats come separate or are they all as one pile? He sold them as a pile. There was 4 baseball bats there. I sold one at the flea market for $3, so I got my money back. I sold one on eBay for $20, and I sold one on eBay for $35. That leaves 3. The last baseball bat I had, they were all stamped Stan Musial. Well, it turns out this bat was actually a game-used bat from Stan Musial, either his rookie year or his first World Series or first All-Star. There was no way to tell what year it was a part of, and there's no way to tell that it was a game-used bat. However, there was no way to tell that it was a store-issued bat, which is the huge kicker. So the store-issued bats, if you guys might want to, know more about baseball bats in general, is if on the knob of the bat, there's sometimes a number. If it's a 34, a 35, a 32 on a wood baseball bat, that is the indication of the size of the bat. On game-used bats, especially older ones, there should be the model number. If the model number is there, that is a game-issued bat. Might not be used in a game, but it's a player-issued or issued for purpose to be used in a game. So this had nothing. It had a little Sharpie of what looked like a circle and then like a little fade. So it was either a 6 or I think it was a 6. I think that's what it was. Maybe it might have been a 9. The circle was probably his number, and it was just missing the other stripe. And this was really faded. And I ended up selling that baseball bat for $2,550. It was an auction style. I had like 30 messages the second I listed that. And I went to bed, so I woke up to 30 messages. So I turned 50 cents into $2,550, and it's all because I sold at the flea market, and it's all because this one guy buys them for $3. So it was one of those things where it's like, if I didn't sell at the flea market, I'm not getting that back because there's no way I'm buying bats I'm selling for $3, right? So it's very important if you guys are into reselling to kind of diversify what you're into and diversify what you're willing to sell. There was definitely, I didn't know because like I said, there was nothing on the knob to indicate that it was a game-used bat. And from my understanding of baseball bats now, a lot of the font where the player's name is on the end of the barrel is usually a block font. This was a signature model, which you'll find at Walmart, obviously in the 60s or 50s or when he played. I think he played in the 50s and 40s. It was a signature, so it was different. It's not like they had Walmarts in 1952. So based off my understanding, I thought it was just like a junk bat because it was a signature style, but it's just kind of something to kind of keep you refreshed if you guys are interested in selling in other ways. You don't know what the possibilities are out there because of who you meet and who's interested in what. So if you guys are interested in learning different things, trying different things out, very, very, what is the bat worth now? I think if it was like issued, so when I listed it, when I sold it for $2,500, I went on eBay. I did comparisons to people who actually said it was a game-used bat and it was certified, and it was a little over $3,000, which I thought was still low. And considering that mine wasn't certified, it wasn't, whatever. It wasn't listed as a game-used bat. I thought it was pretty comparable for somebody who just really didn't know what they're doing. But I know there's some bats up there right now, Stan Musial, are like $20,000, which don't sell. But I would say it's probably anywhere between like 3 to 5,000, with realistically probably being about 3,000. So Stan the Man, yes. And that actually came out of a house in, I think, Honesdale, Pennsylvania. And I don't know if Stan grew up in Honesdale or he had like a best friend that lived in Honesdale, because when I bought the lot, like I said, all the bats were Stan Musial bats. So, it is what they're different. They were different like brands. So one was like a Hilrich and Bradsby. One said Louisville Slugger, one said something else, and one wasn't even stamped with anything. So they're all different. So, okay, race is finally over. I guess the Daytona 500 is, I guess it's over. I don't know who won. I want to know about your yellow truck. So it's a Willys 56. It sits there. There's a transmission issue. I don't drive shift. It's not inspected. It's nothing like that. It just sits there. It's family inherited, so it's kind of like, I don't know what to do with it, but it sits there. Bob Ross, what's going on? How you doing, man? Denny Hamlin, I guess, won. Who opens his door when the race is on? What's that about? I'm a reseller that lives near Stellans Grove, PA. I think that's where the largest thrift store is. If I'm being honest right now, guys, if I was ever kicked out of a place or told I can't film, it was at that thrift store. I didn't want to give them a bad rep because I know how social media goes, but they were not happy with me filming at that America's largest thrift store. Let's just put it that way. And it was kind of amazing because I know exactly what happens if, people create scenes and everything. So I thought I handled it the best way, but I was not impressed. I only found like 2 things, so I wasn't really happy with that. Was not very happy with that. Have any punch bowls for sale? No, Bob Ross, I don't have any punch bowls for sale. You may have press glass. I think you like press glass as well. Punch bowls. That's one thing. If you ever guys get in a flea market, don't buy punch bowls, especially like the glass ones. Like they're like, for some reason, they're everywhere. I don't know why they're everywhere. And no one uses punch bowls, I feel like, unless you're using them as like a planter. Am I getting a metal detector soon? I don't know. It's the thing with metal detecting is like when people make videos of metal detecting, they always find something. If I spend 3 hours looking for something, I don't find one item besides like a screw, I'm going to be very upset because that video is not going to be fun. And it's going to be 3 hours of my life I can't get back, and 10 minutes of your life you'll probably not get back. So I don't think there's actually like coins out there and gold and all that. I mean, I don't really live in an area that's known for a battlefield or anything. So probably won't be doing metal detecting. Right now it's snowing. Princess, do I still talk to Tucker Upper? I don't really talk to him much anymore. I did want to do a couple more cleanouts, but he hasn't contacted me in terms of any cleanouts or anything like that. The thing was, when I went there last, it was a very, very far drive. It didn't seem far, but it was like one that's like the highways are 50 miles per hour. Coming back, you had to go through Philadelphia. It took me 5 hours to go 130 miles, and I wasn't really happy with that. It was a lot farther than I thought. If it was like northern New Jersey, I'm pretty sure we can do a lot more, but it's tough. And it's tough because I have to be kind of like, I can't drive 150 miles and spend 6-7 hours and not really find anything. It's very tough to kind of find things at these cleanouts. It's getting tougher and tougher. So it's rough. I think the last time I went there, I spent about $100 round trip in tolls and gas. And I spent, I don't know, 9 or 10 hours in total. So it was kind of rough. Do I take vacations? I really don't take vacations. I probably should. I was thinking about this the other day. The last time I went to the beach, I was thinking I was like 14, which was a while ago. I do want to get to a beach shortly, preferably one that's warm. Will I be going to V&A in New Jersey this spring? That's a good question. So the thing I don't like about the V&A place is that you can go, if you work there or you volunteer there, you can go there the day before they have the whole sale and pretty much buy what you want. So the probability that there's a reseller who does clothes who's volunteering is very high. And that's a pretty decent drive to go there when everything's already $6 or $4 for a t-shirt. It's very tough to, when you have a picked over market with overpriced stuff, it's tough. Maybe I will. I think it's fun content, and there's definitely a lot of stuff that could be, not seen. So maybe I will go over there. I don't know when it is. I don't remember. Did I go in the fall or the spring last year? I don't even remember. I think I went in the spring. Man, time flies, tell you what. Smell a bread roll. What? Can you show us the fish in the background? Which fish? There's like 7 back here. I guess we'll take this guy. I didn't even know he was as large of a fish as I thought. I don't even look at these guys. They're here, but I don't look at them. He's wood also. He's a wood fish. He's carved out on the bottom. You might be able to see some. No, you can't see anything. Yeah, you maybe can. Some grooves. So this is like a fish decoy. It's not a fishing lure, I don't think. It's just more like a decoration piece. The top, which you can't really see, are mineral jugs. I talked about that in the first video. And then the bottom ones are all mason jars that are all different. People are going to send you wood fishes now. I don't even know where people find these wood fishes. I don't even remember where these came from. I don't even, they're not like something. I go to a flea market, I don't see wood fishes anywhere. So it's no idea where they come from. Do I still have the old church that I work out of? Never really worked at a church. I don't know. You're talking about maybe going to a rummage sale? How many miles are on the ProMaster? I think 46,000. So yeah. I was look at the Ford Transits locally. I don't know what I can get for my ProMaster, but if it was get a new year Transit, spend maybe $4,000, I might do that. Junkin. How far is the Columbus or Lambertville flea market? Is it worth the drive? I really want to see you shop the market with Blue Bus Dave. He always finds gold. Columbus is very far. I didn't know how far it was until I was going to go last year. It's pretty decent. Lambertville, I think, is close to an hour. It's about 45 minutes or an hour one way. Not down highways, down kind of back roads. So I don't know if I'll be going to that. I did want to go there once before my flea market opens, but driving an hour is kind of rough. And usually the days are the day that I go thrifting or the day I go trash picking. So you added another 2 hours in transportation. It's rough. Or I just eliminate thrifting, which is also kind of rough because that's kind of what my main gig is. What building am I putting the license plates in? Nevermore asks. I'm putting them in the warehouse, which is not that building that you guys see in the videos, that barn. That's not it. That's a different building. That's where my tractor is and just yard tools. Would you like some UK plates? Mandy asked. I don't know if I have any UK. I think I do have UK plates. I don't know if UK has vintage plates. I know I have a couple of United Kingdom fans, so I feel like I probably do have one. I know I have a bunch of Germany. It's been a while since I've really even thought about license plates and really hung stuff up and looked at them. But I know I have stacks and bins of them now. So I kind of go in there. I try to find one that's the right color that can go up on the wall and different than that color. And then I just get all frustrated. What am I drinking? I'm drinking water. Will Dixon out. Thank you. I appreciate it. What was my favorite candy as a child? Good question. Milky Way. Probably Milky Way. Right now I'm kind of on an M&M almond gig. What video cameras are you using? Very clear. Right now I'm using a Logitech something, HP 90 or something, 922. I can't really see it. For my videos, the ones I do storage lockers, the actual lockers themselves, it's not here. It's the Canon G7X Mark. It's the same one that Rally Roots used. We use the same exact camera. And then the other ones for garbage picking is a GoPro Hero 7. I know the GoPro, like I say a lot of times, that GoPro, like I did some at the storage auction you guys will see tomorrow. That GoPro is not good in dark lighting. It like everything looked like a blur. I had to like make some of the clips really or time stretch them to make them so they're not really weird. But then like the sound got all weird. I don't like it. Don't like it. I wish there was like a camera that just got everything perfect, but it's not. Ever go to Via thrift stores in the Valley? I went to the one in Nazareth a while back. Haven't been there in a while though. I know if you guys are interested in Pyrex and stuff, the Starburst Pyrex was there at one time. Pandera, thank you for sharing what you do. Treats for salsa. Thank you. Greatly appreciate the super chat. Greatly appreciate it. Awesome. Thank you. Just want to say hello. Love your videos. One big feta. Thank you. I stopped drinking iced coffee at Dunkin' Donuts. I kind of stopped. I mean, I still drink it a little bit. The mocha in it, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just so out of shape that every food just bothers me. But like McDonald's iced coffee, it's so watered down that it's like edible. Dunkin' Donuts is so strong and so sugary, it just makes me feel blah. So I kind of went easy on that. I don't really get much donuts because the sugar kind of just gives me a sugar rush, but I don't really like get a rush. It just a sugar downfall. So it's not good either. Daco, you have viewers from Norway. Say hi. Hello, Stein. How are you? Norway, that is one country I want to go. Norway, Sweden. Craigslist Hunter. Hello, welcome. So Craigslist Hunter was probably one of the top 3 YouTubers I used to watch before I even started doing YouTube, like way before I started doing YouTube, like years before I started doing YouTube. He was, if not the number 1 YouTuber that I used to watch over anyone else, even in other categories. Pete is amazing, and he's always kept it real. So if there's ever been one YouTuber I've ever looked up to, it's definitely been Pete. I used to watch his channel, and I remember back in the day watching the yard sale videos. There was the one, I know he has a thumbnail, he has him sing, I think the aluminum chairs. There's a couple good ones. So greatly appreciate Pete for stopping in. Yes, absolutely. Dig and Fly Dog. Hey Stacks, I ain't been subscribed long, but I enjoy your videos. Thank you. I hope you guys will continue to enjoy the videos moving forward. Have Salsa show her cute face. Right now, Salsa's in the other room sleeping. So, like I said earlier, my brother and his girlfriend visited for the weekend, and she hasn't really got her nap the whole weekend. Usually, she naps for about 3 or 4 hours around noon. Didn't get that at all yesterday or today, so she is just destroyed. I got a car off Craigslist one time. I don't know if that means you got it only once or that's the last time you're going to get it, but I feel like that's actually where I got my first van. I got it on Craigslist. That's the last time I get a van on Craigslist. Only paid, I think, $2,800 for it. Not going to buy another vehicle. 6 weeks until the market opens. Absolutely. I can't wait. I actually talked to Google yesterday, did Google Home, and I was like, how many more days until April 5th or 6th or whatever it was? So I think that's when the flea market opens. And it was like 57 days. Like, oh my goodness, it's so far away, but almost here. Robert, thank you for the super chat. Did you ever go to Goodwill on Tillman Street, Tillman Square Shopping? Sunrise, oh my goodness. Super chat. Wow. Thank you, Sunrise. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Appreciate it. Wow, you guys and girls are awesome. Did I ever go to, oh yeah, so I kind of got sidetracked there. Thank you again, Sunrise. Did I ever go to the Goodwill on Tillman Street? No, I haven't been to the Goodwill in Allentown, as I remember. Box truck guy, won't say where he lives, but box truck guy says that he goes to Goodwill and drops off all the junk he doesn't sell, and he throws a guy $20. I'm thinking that's a great idea because there are so many things that guy doesn't sell. And it's like, what do you do with it? Because you can only throw out so much. But he said he used to do that Salvation Army and they just kicked them out. So, but that I think is the story he goes to. I haven't been there. I know there's one on Bethlehem, 191. I was thinking about going there tomorrow. I don't know. I'm not a big Goodwill guy. I like Salvation Army. I like the Salvation Army in Whitehall. That's where I hang out with a lot of my friends, my pickers. That's one place that's really picked over is the Whitehall Salvation Army. Get a fireplace, Judith says. When am I going to be at the Salvation Army in Whitehall again? I have no idea. I thought they would have a deal tomorrow because usually on holidays they do have deals. They have like 50% off the whole store, clothes or whatever, with anything they put out that week. I don't think they're doing it tomorrow, so maybe they're not doing it tomorrow. I know I definitely just read someone's comment I was going to answer it, and I completely forgot what it was. Starting to lose it. So a lot of people seem to not like Goodwill. That is the kind of conclusion here. I really don't get into like the political aspects of Goodwill. I heard a lot of people don't like it. I heard a lot of people like the aspects of Salvation Army. I mean, for me, thrifting is thrifting. I wish it just went to like good things, but I understand people have to make money. I just don't like Goodwill just because they just overcharge everything and it's all donations and it's all searched. And I just don't think thrift stores should be like that. Salvation Army here north of Seattle is good as well, Sarah says. I like Sabres better than Goodwill. I think it means Sabres. I don't think we have any Sabres here. I went to one Sabres. What was it? Ooh, that was a while ago too. Man, bringing back a lot of memories here. I feel like that's over a year ago I went to that last Sabres. Goodwill is bad. That's what people. Value Village here in Canada is brutal prices. Free is better, says. Taco, so you ever try retail arbitrage? The only thing that I tried with retail arbitrage. Thank you, Susan, for the super chat. DuckTales. Ooh, the only thing I did with retail arbitrage was those blitz balls, which I watched. I know I made that video and it has like 300,000 views, and it was kind of like I made it into a daily video and decided, this one time I'm going to make a daily video like everyone else does and just title something about the video in the video. So I decided to just title about like one portion about it, and it seems to get like 300,000 views, which is like one way I see a lot of people, make videos. They'll do garbage picking for 3 minutes and then call it a garbage picking video. I like to keep everything about its content. But I think for daily videos, I don't think you can really just call it whatever. You gotta have to include a portion. But anyway, the blitz balls. So the blitz balls were definitely one good thing that I did. I was getting them and flipping them, and it seemed like no one else in the entire Northeast even had a clue what it was, which made no sense to me anyway. And no one even thought like the same way. Like, hey, look, I saw this on Dude Perfect, their YouTube channel, which is like a top 25, top 50 YouTube channel. Like, hey, let me see what that product is and if it's sold anywhere. Apparently, like no one even thought about that. That's the only retail arbitrage I did. It's tough because now with fees going up, now with shipping going up, I shipped a t-shirt the other day to California. I was thinking it was like $460 or something for like a 10-ounce t-shirt, and it was online shipping. And I was like, this should be like $350. Where have times gone? So I don't really do much of that. I know a lot of people also like send me, like I have friends who like find something from Target and they're like, oh, you can sell this on Amazon for another $6. Once I look into fees and everything, it's just like you make 10 cents. So have I ever tried pallet flipping? Never tried pallet flipping. I thought about it. I've seen some other YouTubers do it. My auction once in a while, once like every 2 months, has like a pallet of returns they sell. And I should probably buy it for a cool video and see what we can get out of it. But I don't think it's very fun to move around a pallet full of stuff. And I know it's full of stuff. And they go pretty cheap. They go for like $60. And I know if you put that on bulk.com, they're going for like 400. So what's my favorite collection? Don't know if I have a really favorite collection. I do like mason jars. I do like collecting the license plates. Like I said in a previous video, the license plates, that's something I want to collect since I was like, started collecting. Bob Ross, take it easy. we have plenty of cows here too, so blow molds, yes. I'm starting to collect blow molds, not intentionally. I do like, so the Bob Ross guy, he's from the flea market, and he likes blow molds. All right, he collects blow molds. He's the guy who collects blow molds. I've been buying stuff. I've kind of grown a foundation of appreciation for blow molds. So whenever I come across them, they're something that I can appreciate now. Before I even met the guy, I didn't even have a clue what they were. I thought they were garbage. I thought they were just plastic that just takes up a ton of space for no reason. But I kind of like them now. And I think that this is the one thing. So vintage holidays, vintage Christmas especially the winter holidays all around there. I think a lot of people like collecting vintage winter stuff because it reminds them of their childhood, right? It reminds them of a good time. And it's something that everyone just like stores and like never gets rid of. So like you can find stuff from the 50s and 60s pretty much every single time an auction from an older house comes up. You can guarantee yourself you're finding a box of vintage Christmas. Whereas you can't say you're going to find cast iron at every single auction. You're not going to find, mason jars at every auction. But vintage Christmas, it's always vintage if it's an older house. So that's kind of, I think that's why everyone likes it and why everyone still can find it. Speaking of vintage Christmas, Wednesday, that garbage picking video sneak peek, found a box of vintage Christmas as well. Still kind of upset that I saw the ad 15 hours later, but dumpster Marcus. I'll be signing off here in about 3 minutes. I think we went about 30 minutes over our usual time, but we got kind of carried away here. It was really fun. So we got about 3 minutes left. Still 735 people in the chat. Greatly appreciate it. I didn't do a great job. I tried to do a little bit better this time of promoting this video. I think next time I'll include it into a video because I think some people don't read the comments. Some people don't follow me on Instagram and some people don't like me on Facebook. So if you guys just randomly came across this, that could have happened. But I don't think everyone does all three or any of the three because I think people just watch the videos on their television or whatever it is and don't get really suckered into all the other social media aspects that could be added, which I completely understand because I don't like my YouTubers I watch. I don't follow them on Instagram or like them on Facebook, or I don't read their comments because I just watch the videos. Blame it on salsa. Does anyone know his name, like Tom or Mike? Good question. Yeah, some people do know my name. I don't like it. I'm not like hiding it from people. I think also if you guys buy like something from the Etsy store, I think like when you make payment, it gets sent to my name. So that's definitely a way you can find out what my name is. It's kind of fun to be mysterious in a way. If you also meet me in public, I definitely will introduce myself as my name. Bob Ross knows my name. Everyone knows my name. It's Joseph. It's not Joseph. You look like a Brian. It's not Brian. It's a very simple name also. It's all fun. It's Ernie. Yeah, Ernie. All right, guys. You guys are getting carried away here. Steve, Joey, Bob Ross, Mr. Rogers, all the great names out there. Jack, Joey, Tom, Bob. Looks like a Tim, Josh, Joey, Abel, Adam, Edward. All right, you guys are getting carried away. It's been a fun one, guys. I'll probably be back on a live stream again here in about 2 weeks, I think. This is always fun to get on here and kind of connect with you guys. So I'll be catching up with you guys later. There will be a fun auction or fun action-packed week coming up this week in videos. Hopefully you guys all have a safe and happy holiday tomorrow. If you guys are off work, congratulations. Take the day off, take it smooth, and stay safe. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.